Get us started this week. Our bodies are all unique with different shapes and curves. So it makes sense that some styles of clothing are more flattering on certain body types. In this week's Style File by Diamonds of Midland, we're breaking down the issue of body shape with Paige Passmore-Halpin. I love this topic, and we really want people to hear that there is no perfect body style.
No, there's not. And everybody's a little bit different, but most people fall into one of four categories.
Okay, so what are the categories?
They are the rectangle or straight body type, which is a more athletic build, the bell shape, which is more curvy on the bottom, inverted triangle, which would be curvier at the top, and then hourglass, which your curves are even with, a little waist in the middle.
Okay, so most of us fall somewhere in there. Maybe there's some crossover.
Right.
Maybe not. Maybe it's super obvious. How do you even determine what body style you are?
There's easy ways. You could Google a quiz online. There's several of those. I did it last night and took one and, found out I was one of like 30 different ones, but always fell within the same category. Or you can measure yourself, which is kind of a trick we all need to know. We shop online a lot,
right? And
different brands are different, measurements. So that's a really easy way to find out what you are. And you can tell by the proportion of the measurements at your shoulders, your waist, and your hips, because those are the three that are really going to matter.
Okay, so if your bottom side is a slightly bit bigger than your shoulders, you may be a bell shape.
Correct.
And again, I want to say there's nothing wrong with any of these
they're
body
all perfect.
shapes.
Every body shape is perfect.
It's finding what works for you.
Exactly.
So every day this week on A Daily Dose, Paige is going to break down specific clothing ideas or options that might work for your body style. But we thought you had a great suggestion. Let's show some images of people who fall into these categories.
Right. So we'll start with the athletic build, the straight or rectangle. Cameron Diaz. We all think she's beautiful, but she doesn't have very much curve.
Yeah.
She's very straight up and down, looks like she's an athlete. Gwyneth Paltrow, same way. And they're probably the most recognizable of that body style of celebrities, but it's actually the most common body style that women have.
Is the rectangle.
Is the rectangle.
Okay,
the
that's
highest percentage of women have the rectangle body shape.
Okay, tell me some other famous people. Where do they fall?
The bell shape, J-Lo.
Totally.
She has a song called Booty.
Yeah, that's right. And she's the most coveted body of all.
And she's a bell shape. Shakira, she shakes those hips. She's a bell shape. And then Kelly Clarkson, who actually I think looks beautiful. She just had a baby. She's got that bell shape. She carries her weight at the bottom, but she knows how to dress for that shape as well.
Yeah, and doesn't apologize for the fact that she's not a stick.
No, and that's okay.
Love her, yes. Okay, inverted triangle.
Inverted triangle. This one is actually really surprising. A lot of supermodels are inverted triangles.
Okay.
Giselle Bundchen is an inverted triangle. And you'd think she would be straight or an hourglass since she's done lingerie, but she's actually a lot wider at the top than she is at the in the bottom. Renee Zellweger, Demi Moore has very broad shoulders, so they're famous inverted triangles.
Okay.
They are wider at the top and more slender towards their hips and legs.
And then the hourglass. We all think we want to be an hourglass.
It is the most coveted body shape, but it's the least common.
Oh.
A lot of people have to have, extras to add that hourglass in, or they take a bell and make an hourglass even if it's not there, but it's the least common. Only 8% of women have an hourglass shape or fall into that category. But some famous ones, Kim Kardashian, she could go bell or hourglass, but she is very curvy on top as well.
Yeah.
Salma Hayek and Raquel Welch is one of the all-time beauties from Hollywood, and she has a perfect hourglass figure.
So there are things that you can do to accentuate no matter what you have.
Right.
If you want to wear a Spanx or the right undergarments. And all this week we're going to talk about styles and fashion that really fits each of those styles. So our challenge to you today is go figure out what body style you are and then join us all this week as we break down what will really work for you. This is going to be fun and I think really helpful for a lot of people.
I think so too. It's good to know.
It is. Paige, thanks so much. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 4:30 to start with the first category. Thank you very much, Paige.
Thank you.